Cheryl, Hardus Oosthuizen, car friend. Pleasure meeting you. Let's go and have a drive.
Let's do it.
Thanks. Ons het vandag die opwindende geleentheid om bietjie met Cheryl Katz van GDS te gesels. Cheryl, dankie vir jou tyd. Dankie dat jy gekom het.
Dankie vir jou en vir die uitnodiging.
Is 'n voorreg. Cheryl, vertel die luisteraars bietjie wie is jy? Is jy nog altyd in Klerksdorp en waar is jy oral betrokke?
So nee, ek is gebore in Witbank,
Okay.
the White Ridge. Ek het in Johannesburg gaan swat
Okay.
en van daar af het ek 'n ongelooflike man ontmoet van Klerksdorp af. Hy het Joburg toe gekom en in fairness it really was pretty much love at first sight.
Great.
En ek is al 25 jaar in Klerksdorp.
Okay, so ons kan maar met veiligheid sê jy is 'n Klerksdorper.
Ek is 'n Klerksdorper.
Verseker. Sê my gou, julle besighede, waar is jy oral betrokke? Watse besighede het julle plaaslik?
Ek is redelik betrokke in die stad.
Yes.
Glassfoot, we've got the Glassfoot franchise.
Okay.
Ons het GDS Chats,
Okay.
which is a chat. Chats is die grootste reseller of Vodacom product.
I don't know that. Great.
Yeah, and we've got, which obviously that includes computers, Ascend Computers.
Okay.
And then I'm very involved in Rotary. So Rotary being a service organization, I don't know if you know about Rotary.
I know Rotary, yes.
There we go.
So effectively, yes, we do windscreens, we do cell phones, windscreens, Glassfoot. Where's the offices? Where can the public get you guys?
So Glassfoot is on the N12.
Okay.
It's in the Grootkorp area at View.
Okay.
So it's windscreens, it's auto glass, flat glass, stack away doors, aluminium conversion. So if you have steel windows in your house and you would like to change them to aluminium, you don't have to have new building work where they've got to cup out all your old ramen and good.
Yeah.
You can literally do a conversion, leaving your old frames in and the aluminium frames clip onto your existing steel. So the conversion, you could theoretically do a whole house in 2 days with no plastering and no more painting necessary. So that is one of the awesome new developments.
Okay.
And obviously double glazing is becoming a big thing countrywide.
What is double glazing?
So double glazing is pretty much like singers and musicians have in their studios.
Yeah.
It's where you have 2 layers of glass with a vacuum in between.
Okay.
Overseas, very popular, especially in very cold countries, very warm countries, because it neutralizes the temperature.
Okay, great. And also, but it's not for sound to prevent sound from going out. It's not really that.
It actually is as well.
Okay, cool.
We've done, so if you know Sean Batley, if you know anything about the music industry, we had Sean Batley here in February of this year, the 6th of March.
Okay.
The beginning of March this year, we had Sean Batley here. Okay. He's a brilliant record producer, musician, and the whole toot. Rotary brought him here. It was a resounding success. Okay. We double glazed his studio for him.
Sure.
So it's soundproofed his studio where he does all his recordings at home.
It's beautiful.
So yes, it does. It's expensive, so it's not something that every home does.
Yeah.
But your new homes, if you look at your upmarket architects, they are now considering double glazing. It lowers your running costs of heating and cooling your house between seasons quite a lot.
It truly makes sense, eh?
Yeah.
So we've got that, and then we've got Chats, Vodacom. You mentioned this one of the biggest retailers for Vodacom. Am I right in saying that?
Chats is the biggest reseller.
It is the biggest reseller, and then where's the offices situated?
So the offices are in the Glassfoot building, also on the N12.
Okay.
And we have another branch that's just next to Woolies Food in Macrovest Centre.
Okay. Yes.
So we can help clients that side or this side, both. Either way, a huge thing for us is service. You know, it's like selling cars, and you'll understand the principle.
Yes.
You're selling the identical phone to what any other store can do. Yeah. So the only thing that differentiates us from anybody else is that you've got to give the best possible service.
And the relationship. You've got a point. You've got somebody that understands you, can look you in the eye, and there's no distorted communication.
Absolutely not. So whatever you commit to, you actually have a comeback with somebody
100%.
Rather than doing a telephonic type deal. I kind of am of the opinion that you don't buy your spouse or enter into a really long contract over a telephone.
Yeah.
But old school. But
yes. But it's relationship based, and surely a lot of the public embraces that still today.
They definitely do. They need to know where to go when they have a problem, and they know that when they come there, they get treated with the utmost respect. They get treated properly. They get explained. There's a lot of time spent on them. We don't usher people in and out. We're not fabriek.
Ja, not 'n worsmasjien soos wat die Suid-Afrikaanse man.
Ons is nie 'n worsmasjien nie.
100%. So julle twee, die mense kan julle kry op die N12 en hulle kan jou kry by Macrowest Shopping Center langs Holies, het jy gesê.
Dis reg.
Okay, 100%. Maar waar ek wil uitkom eintlik vandag is Cheryl Katz. Jy's involved by Rotary. Jy is involved met shows en produksies. Ek weet nie mooi presies hoe jy integreer. Ek weet jy hou van barnyard shows en jy reël dit. En jy's ook betrokke by die gemeenskap, with the community a lot. Can you tell me about that, your passion and your heart towards that?
So obviously my passion is towards helping people.
Yes.
To that end, I've been in the police reserves for 35 years.
Sure, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have. Since my days in Joburg.
Okay.
The wild days in Joburg to the wild west in Klerksdorp.
How do you get involved in the community? How can the public get involved? Can you just explain to me about that a bit more?
I can. So Rotary is a service organisation.
Okay.
It's made up of people that have the time, have the heart, that want to do.
Okay.
It's shifted a little bit because it used to be only professionals.
Okay.
So you had to be in a profession and you had to have be in charge of your own diary.
Yeah.
So essentially it was business owners.
Yeah.
It's now moved more, as has everything,
Yeah.
to if your heart is in the right place, you can do something. So you can be a
Yes.
Rotarian or a friend of Rotarian. You are only accepted into Rotary by invitation, but there are no secret handshakes. It's not a secret organisation.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no underhanded anything.
Yeah.
It's absolutely transparent.
Yeah.
Every cent that Rotary makes or earns or gets together or raises does
Yeah.
go back to feeding the community. So we will do things like wheelchairs. We have wheelchairs that we give out to people who need
Okay.
that can't afford. We have feeding schemes. We have the latest being CFAM. I don't know if you know about CFAM.
Yeah, please exaggerate on that.
So CFAM is where you can, it's a porridge, it's a maize that's made, it was developed in Potch, Northwest University,
Okay.
for a random meal.
Yeah.
You can feed somebody a very substantial maize meal
Yeah,
product that's
yeah.
been fortified with a lot of vitamins and enriched.
Yeah.
So one meal a day is enough vitamin and enough nutrition to keep you going.
Sure. Okay.
And that for a meal, you can feed a lot of people.
for R1.
R1 a meal. Klerksdorp Rotary Club have fed over 90,000 meals. We assist like Klerksdorp Community Centre.
Yeah.
We go from house to house. We get old clothes. We redistribute them. We distribute blankets. We've done a baby blanket project recently.
Okay.
Where there are 500 babies on average born a month at Klerksdorp Hospital.
Sure.
And most of them go out without anything warm.
Sure.
So we have tried to provide for 1,500 blankets for the babies there.
Okay.
We support the Rape Crisis Centre with care kits.
Sure.
So that a rape victim can be re-empowered. So they have shampoo. So after they've become a victim of rape,
Yeah.
their self-image, morale, etc. are very low.
Yes.
And to re-empower them, you allow them at least to shower, wash their hair, clean,
Feel
change
good
of
about yourself.
underwear.
Yeah.
So we give them a little kit that they can use at the crisis centre.
Okay. And how can the community get in touch with you guys? Can they phone you directly? Is there any platforms where they can go?
There are. We're on Facebook. We're on the internet. Our current president, I'm the previous president, so I'm the immediate past president.
Yeah.
Our current president is an amazing man called Colin Engelbrecht.
Okay.
He's dynamic.
Okay.
He really is.
Okay.
But as a team, remember, it's all about what Rotary does. It's not about what I do or what Colin does or what
100%.
anybody else does.
Yeah.
It's what we do as an organisation. And
Okay, so they can get involved by you by means of social media, and we will also provide them with contact details somewhere on the post. They can contribute to to you guys by means of monetary or blankets or?
Blankets, we've got a lot of blankets that we give out.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, this year we're focusing on 2 other avenues, obviously, which is literacy, because critical is if you aren't educated, how are you going to grow?
100%.
So we've done a huge book project. We did one a couple of years ago. Andreas Demetrio was the president that year.
So not only giving fish, but also teaching them how to fish. Okay, 100%. Yeah, it's really heartwarming to see people still doing this and being involved in the community, because that's truly a calling. That's not something that if you don't have the heart for people and to empower and support people, this is not something that comes natural for everyone. So truly hats off from me and everyone involved in the production for this. So thank you for doing that. It's really appreciated a lot for the whole Rotary team, as you mentioned. And then chats. I want to come back to that also now. What innovative or seamless way can I maybe do an upgrade? Do I always need to come in, or can I also talk to you guys telephonically? What services do you render?
So very luckily in Klerksdorp, although we do service nationally, to be very honest, I'll go to Joburg if there's a client who needs, or Cape Town if there's a client who needs. We are happy to come out to you to do the upgrade.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does that work? Give me a...
You call us, or you tell us you'd like to do an upgrade. You don't have time to come to us. I'm happy to meet at the shop after hours if you want me there at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening, or if you start work at 7:30 and you want me there at 7.
Okay.
You know, we're not a strictly 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 store.
100%. Once again, service.
So, yeah. And also understanding that different people have different time needs.
Yes.
So with the pressure today, we're available. So if you say, I really can't get out, can you come to us and deliver? Of course, that's what we'll do.
So it's not only coming to the offices. If there's some specific need that they maybe want, they can phone you guys and they can make an arrangement with you.
They do, and we do. And if people have fiber and they can't come right, or they don't know about the installation, we go out and do that. That is obviously an added service of ours, and it's done with pleasure. The most important thing is that we have a happy customer at the end of the day.
100%.
They seem to sell. In terms of marketing, clients are our biggest marketers.
100%. So that's one point that I want to highlight. The chats, and is there any extraordinary type of service that you guys at GlassFit maybe render to the public? Maybe come out to you, do a windscreen evaluation, maybe, I don't know.
So the inspection we're not allowed to do off-site.
Okay.
But we can certainly, if you wanted a custom built stack away door.
Yeah.
Because everybody's aperture on their Lapa or new building is different.
Yeah.
We absolutely go out, we measure, we quote before we do it. So yes, mobile fitment center. We do have mobile fitment units.
Okay.
So we're very flexible. The upside during lockdown was that we were both companies were emergency companies.
So you guys
doing emergency services.
Had a continuity and stuff.
There was continuity, and we were actually able to help a lot of people during lockdown.
Okay.
And fortunately, the people that we employ are just as service orientated.
Yeah, that's if you've got a team like you mentioned, you're just as strong as your team.
Absolutely.
So
very,
Cheryl, all your business models and how do you get your balance? I mean, it's really inspiring. I mean, and then also providing and giving back to the community. I want to salute you for that, and I also have got a world of respect for you and your business sense. It's really humbling to sit and chat with you today regarding that.